when Britain continued to smuggle opium through its colony in India against the drug laws imposed by China, also known as Tianzhang. These opium wars erupted and led to China's defeat, leading to the signing of unequal treaties, which made provisions for opening of additional ports to foreign trade, had fixed tariffs, and recognition of both countries as equal in correspondence, even when they did not want to do so. Other colonial powers also followed suit later on, crippling the once proud China and led to the downfall of its Qing. The concept of zihao became ever brighter in the Chinese people that led to the Taiping Rebellion and the Boxer Uprising against foreign repression. Because for the first time, barbarians were coming into Chinese nation and seeking a way to sum down what it means to be a Chinese person. Even though that they were easily stifled, the idea of Chinese honor still lay among the individual citizens, and that even though their actions were culminated into defeat, the seed of revolution and honor still lay inside each individual, so that they could hope to become a Chinese national once again. These actions opened China up to the new world. China never forgot this embarrassment that the foreign countries burdened China from these actions. While under numerous rules and regulations that have crippled China's power, it also offered China an opportunity. While acting in a surreptitious manner, the Chinese people vitally learned all the aspects of Western life that had given them the advantage in the past. They used this knowledge and their own intellectual capacity to innovate upon the old design. In this manner, China adopted certain Western culture and standards on an old design to rapidly rebuild its infrastructure and raise its standing to its modern day. Following the introduction of Western culture and current events, China needed to develop a way to blend its own national identity to meet Western standards of civility in order to have this idea of a new form of honor. The conjunction of the two lies in this. In the modern perspective, the role of honor will be examined in first, the social interactions, and the role of the people. Second will be in the economic impacts, and third will be in the individual lens of culture. Following the fall of the Qing Empire, the role of government and society grew to a greater sense. The Republic of China grew from the necessity to create a system that would benefit the people while filling the vacuum from the collapse of monarchy. Emperor Guangxu had set forth a precedent to modernize the nation through the self-strengthening movement, but it was not realized until Sun Yat-sen and Chiang Kai-shek used Kuomintang to bring most of South and Central China unified under one country, following the imbalance of the Western nations. The foreign occupation by Japan during the Second World War brought light to the role of people at large and the actions made by society. The scope of lens of honor is no longer hierarchical, but reverts back to the pride of simply being a Chinese person. The imprint of foreign impression was still fresh in the minds of all the Chinese, so all people worked together to drive out the foreign barbarians, united under a common populist and nationalist pride that reignited the idea of 中国的自豪 in the modern history. Furthermore, with the advent of war following World War II, soft power became a major determinant of regional and global strength. China was not as weakened in the aftermath that Europe's devastation brought upon them. So this gave the China ample opportunity to rebuild their structure and a new image that would distinguish themselves from contemporary cultures, such as through economics. The socialist transformation under Mao Zedong worked to transform the land ownership and extensive land reforms through a socialist system. Even though that this system met some breakdowns and could not overall achieve its goals, the idea that was still implemented was one that he wanted to stress, that the importance of being Chinese is that everybody needs to help each other out and find a sort of honor so that everyone can be treated equally. So Mao Zedong had intended to promote honor through a nationalist system and bring all people together to work for a common good through a command system. Now with the advent of the Cold War, regional power is now measured in soft things such as through sports, through culture, and through technology. In the individual lens of culture, we can perceive how honor can permeate through sports and recreation, science, technology, and culture. With its growing emphasis on soft power, China fully utilizes its richness in labor to emerge as a strong contender on all of these fronts, such as international academic and sporting competitions. For the past 20 years, Chinese education system has received a major overhaul to raise the literacy rate to almost 99% of its population. In 2007, China announced the decision of making education a national strategic priority and used a significant percentage of the central budget to increase national scholarships to improve compulsory education. From this, we can see exceptional results. In the International Academic Olympiads, the Chinese team has never finished lower than third place internationally in the last 2 decades, with the team repeatedly taking home top honors for mathematics, science, computer science, and linguistics. Furthermore, the number of Nobel laureates from China has doubled since World War II, and Chinese advances in technology and sciences becomes unrivaled by contemporary counterparts. But the extent of Chinese excellence is not limited to academic fields alone. In 2008, the Beijing Olympics allowed China to showcase to the world how strong it has developed on a more societal cultural experience. One of the culminating points was when the Chinese men's gymnastics team brought home the team gold through an outstanding performance in which every team member was also able to bring individual honors back to his country. But this doesn't mean that China's new definition of honor is limited to prestige in international competitions. The role of honor is given to just individual citizens now. So on a local level, through the change in domestic policies, we're able to designate actions and abilities. So thus, from the past to the present, we can see how the Chinese history has been able to influence our lives. So thank you very much for listening.